Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 37 of Techopolis 3, where today, well, you see it right behind me, we get into AE2. How's it done? Why do we do it? Well, you're going to have to jump into the episode and find out. All right, guys, let's jump into this episode right here. So today, I figured that we will start work on we'll start work on getting into applied energistics here. So first thing I want to get is some more of these item pipes. About a stack will work. Some attractors here. I'm thinking I want... I'm trying to think here, the ideal amount of these. At least 5? 5 should work. And we're going to set up something that we have previously done in other playthroughs. That being... trying to think and talk at the exact same time. That being a inscriber auto crafting setup. Let's see here. Where is the... There it is. We'll come down here. Come over here where the sugarcane is at. That's good enough. That is good enough. We'll set some of that back. Then the amount of growing sugarcane. And we will get the sugarcane turned into paper. Should set up a cloche with that. All right. 1, 2, 3 more of those. Now we need... Actually, we need 1 more tractor. You'll see why here in just a second, okay? And I want to set up this inscriber method that I've often used. It's a cheesy way of doing it, but it's a method that I like. I have for ages. Where we grab a couple of chests here. We take 1 chest. And on both sides, an input and output chest. And several inscribers. I think we need a total of 5 of these, so we just need 4 more inscribers here. I think as soon as we can get the extended, it'll be a little bit better. We could actually do a better method. All right. Try to get this properly done up here. All right, here we go. My mouse is being a little bit stupid today. I think that's more gamer error. We all have to suffer from that. 2, 3, now 4. So we need 4 inscribers. Get the 5 inscribers in total. And yeah, I should actually utilize these guys. I mean, or automate them sort of like that for the others, which we could do. But at the same time, I really don't see us using them like that. And you know, this method, I'm not sure if we're going to use a surplus of these, but you know, actually set this all up where it's semi-automated. We could actually completely automate these this way. Have a what you call it for the drawers, a controller. Yeah, we could set up a controller right here, which we might do in later episodes. But right now, we're just getting the basic stuff that we need for AE2 set up here, where we're going to tell it that if we have silicon, it's going to take it. We're going to take the silicon parts as well. We're going to take redstone as well. At AE2, we're going to look at the presses here. Calculation press, which we have the logistics. We're going to get the calculation one. Logistics, calculation. Logic, calculation. Engineering. And silicon press. Those are the presses we need. All right, so I'm going to set up this bottom one right here just to be silicon exclusively. So we'll set that there. And we will tell it that this can only pull in silicon. So if, say, we put 2 silicons in here, it's going to get whitelist. You got to make sure you set it to whitelist. Okay. We set 2 silicon in there. Where are you going? Okay. We need gold. We need diamonds. We need crystals right here. Stertus quartz crystals. And we're going to go through with each of these guys. We're going to say your logic. So logic is inscriber with gold. So logic, well, no, gold. And we want to make sure that this is whitelist. So logic, we're going to say you are the calculation one, which is the Stertus quartz. Whitelist, we're going to say you are the diamonds, so Stertus quartz, diamonds. And up here on the top, we're going to come up here real quick and just take that one off for just a moment. And so if we put in here this type of stuff, we will see that the silicon goes into the silicon, the gold goes here, the quartz here, and the diamonds, as soon as we whitelist it, we'll get the diamonds. All right, so we need to run power to all of this. And as soon as we get cables, we can do this a little bit easier. But here, we'll do this for right now, where we can take power to these guys like so. I have not played with the integrate dynamics stuff enough, or the what is it, modern dynamics. And I'll wrench these. I should make some more of those cables, so let's get some more energy cables. And see here, we have 4 of these. That's not going to be enough. All right, so 3 of those. Make these guys real quick. And then we can make these real quick. All right, there we go. And I want to show you guys something we can do with the attractors and stuff with modern dynamics. I mean, we got into it a little bit over there. I can't remember exactly which one we used the modern dynamic pipes on, but these will get printed, and as soon as they get printed, they'll come out in this chest here. Right, so now that we have these guys here, we want to use a feature that is part of this, where if we upgrade the capacity, so let's see here. I'm just trying to find the one that I want. Filtered slot, max move. up to 6 of these. So let's get 6 hoppers real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hoppers. And this is going to be for up here. All right, so we're going to set this guy in here. We're going to put 6 of these. We get 34 slots that we can tell these set items go into here. So we can say printed silicon, logistic circuits, redstone, engineering circuits, and calculation circuits. So we can set now in here all of these. Okay. And they're going to come up to this area up here. Oh, once we tell it that these are acceptable, got to remember the whitelist. We can see these pipes transporting them. We can actually get it to go faster with speed upgrades. So now that that is going, we can supply that with power. So this gets power. It's going to make these circuits. So we got the initial bit of circuits here. So what are we missing from this? Skystone. All right, so to make Skystone, I'm going to steal stone from this guy. Come over here to the dimensional thing. And I've noticed it's something to do with these pipes that's causing it. So I'm going to have to figure up a better way of transporting stuff from point A to point B for those. I'm going to just go in here to the dimensional thing. Once it allows me back in. But what I want to do here is make some skystone. Okay, so we should have skystone. Where is it? Oh, it's the stone is still in my inventory. Okay. It's going to take it a few minutes, so I will be right back once that is done and fixed. And while I'm at it, I'm going to also tear down that speedy thing over there. So I'll be back in just a bit. Okay, guys, I am back. Give me 1 second here. All right. I'm back. We had a lot of stone stuck in those pipes, like nearly 40K of stone, if not more. I can't remember the exact amount, but it was like a lot. Almost every pipe I broke had that. So we've already made a stack of skystone. We're almost to a stack and a half of skystone. So we have that now. Yeah, there we go. Take a stack and a half of that. And the thing we now need is over here on the 𝐓𝐡𝐞𝐌𝐚. It's the ME controller, which I have right there. We're going to need several of these guys. So we need an engineering processor, which we should have one done here. We're going to have to manually do these for just a little bit longer. It's also saying we need skystone block, which we need to do 4 of these guys up in here. Once these get done. Oh yeah, you guys didn't remind me the dimensional ores are there. I completely forgot. I was like, where are my dimensional ores? There they are. Alright, so we should be able to make the ME controller. Our first of many. We're going to honestly make a full 7x7. Wait, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, 7x7 setup for the ME controllers. But we'll take the first one. Do we get the blueprint? I just realized this. There was a blueprint in here, and I broke it with it. There is a bug with that, and there's been a bug with that. You break it with the blueprint. Anyway, we're adding power to the ME controller. So now we need at AE2 we want to make a drive. So that's one of the things we need is a drive here. Where is it? Where is the drive? It's called a drive, right? I can never remember what it's called in this pack. Or in modern AE2. There's cables, that ME drive. There we go. There we go. We want some drives. We're going to need some fluid crystals. Okay, so which is quartz fiber. Should be able to do, I want to say that amount of cables. We'll toss that up in there. All right, so we got a good bit. We need another engineering, which is the diamond. So let's take some diamonds out of here. Take a stack of diamonds. Send it to this. And as soon as the diamonds get done, we like this. We like watching this honestly work here. All right, so I really need to get the speed of these attractors done up. All right, so we can put that in there. Put this in here as well. We're going to just get a couple of these guys done. They should be going up there to this one. Like I said, fully automated. We don't have to speed things up. Although it would make it a little bit faster. A little bit more enjoyable to watch. But we got our first engineering. Or we've got, well, our most recent one. Enough to get the ME drive here. So we now can set this drive up here, and this will replace almost all of our storage. What we're going to need now are let's see here, 4K storage drives. So we'll look at these 4K right here. We will want several of these. But to make these, we're going to need the 1Ks, which we're going to need. I'm going to say we're going to need gold. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's. It should be enough gold to do multiple 4K storage drives. We got to make first the 1Ks. Then we're going to take these 1Ks with the calculation presses, and we get the 4K storage. We do have these item cell housings from the last one because, well, we messed up on that matter thing, thinking that it was needed. But we'll put this in here, and now we have 4K of storage in this. But to access that, we're going to need a grid, I think it is. No, not grid. That's refined storage. Let me just tell that I've played around with refined storage recently. Yes. We need terminals. That's it. We want the crafting terminal would be the preferred one, so we're going to need an ME terminal. We're going to need one of these bright illuminated panels to make a terminal, which we're going to need more logic processors. It looks like 4 more. So 4 more gold. Might have to send gold through our dimensional processor. You are the gold one, I think. Yes. We will now toss these in here. Hopefully we have enough silicon. Okay, we do. We do have enough silicon in that for the remaining of those gold ones. We'll do the golds before we do the engineering circuits. And part of the reason why we did it this way is, yeah, we wanted to be prepped for future episodes. Like I said, guys, we're doing a lot of future proofing with AE2. We're just getting prepped in this situation here with this. So let's see here. We now need a terminal, which we need formation cores, which we need this fluid dust, which is inscriber or crusher. So if we take, say, 32 of these, we'll take 32 over to the crusher that we have right here. Because this is super fast. Well, we like it that way, so we got this super fast. And we can put that in there. We get the formation core, and we also need the annihilation core, which don't have any nether quartz. Black quartz in an enrichment chamber, which we don't have any black quartz, which requires Ceres quartz. Okay. Sturtis quartz. And a dimensional infuser. We'll make the black quartz. We'll need just one of those. We'll take it over here to where the enrichment chamber is at. Just takes a little bit for it to get done. There we go. We got another quartz. Apparently I never completed that quest. But now we get the annihilation cores. So we get the ability to have the terminal. And I want to turn this into a crafting terminal. So we're going to take planks, make a crafting table. And should be able to just do this. There we go. We have the crafting terminal. And we'll just set this up here with the terminal on that. And now we have access to the 4K, so we can actually stick our stuff in here that we had. And instead of going into the drawers like the previous set, they're all just going right in here to the 4K storage drives. So you see here we're storing 17 of 63 types. So what I am going to do is get I think the annihilation cores are in this one. So what we're going to do here is get a exporter or importer. I can never remember which one does that. Importer bus imports into it. If we go there, export bus can be import is pulls items and fluids. Okay, so we need an importer bus. So if we do this with a piston, so we're going to create a piston here, get an importer bus. There we go. We're going to set up a thing here. What this is going to let us do is we're just going to borrow this chest for just a split second. Is we'll have a chest sitting there and say we come along and go, okay, all of this was in this chest here. As you can see here, it's slowly taking out of this chest. And when it does, it adds it to the terminal. So between this episode and next episode, I'm going to move all of the stuff from our drives or currently our old system over here into our new system over there. I will probably have to make more 4K drives. So if you like this episode, hit that like button. If you dislike this episode, go right ahead, hit that dislike button. Tell me why you disliked it down in the comments. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, later, Gators.